Hello guys, Mouldy here, and you may be wondering why I'm on a random Pokemon generator website, and that's what I'm going to be talking to you about now. This is a new series I've come up with. I haven't seen anyone doing it before, I haven't looked extensively, but I doubt anyone's done it before, because it's kind of unique, although, well yeah, it is pretty unique of an idea. Basically, as you can see from the title, Battle Factory. If you've played the games of like Platinum and Heart Gold, and I think it was in Emerald where it was first introduced, Battle Factory was basically where you were given randomly generated Pokemon or randomly chosen Pokemon, and you had to use that to win the tournament in like the Battle Dome and all those places, in the kind of tournaments that they had in post-game. But this is an idea for a similar kind of idea within actual online competitive play on Showdown. So basically I'm on the random Pokemon generator with the I guess the intention of generating 6 random Pokemon, but I'll talk you through the rules I've set myself first of all. So first of all, it's 6 randomly generated Pokemon, and I have to build a team with the 6 randomly generated Pokemon I get from this. So as you'll see in a minute, which I'll do after I've gone through the rules. As you may be able to see, it's I've unticked the include Ubers and I've unticked the include NFEs. I've unticked the Ubers one just so because I'm playing in OU, so I don't want to be using Ubers in OU because then I won't be able to. And I've unticked NFEs because otherwise that'll be ridiculously hard, and it'll be hard enough anyway with an unstructured team. Basically, if I win a battle, I can come back onto this website and roll with generating 3 new Pokemon, and then I choose which, if I've won, I can choose one of the Pokemon I've got, and I can roll and choose another Pokemon out of those 3 to replace it for the next battle. If I lose, I have to go into a randomly generated site to pick one of the 6 I've already got, and whichever one is chosen gets replaced, and then I come back onto here and choose generate one Pokemon even, and whichever Pokemon that is, that'll be the one replacing that one. So in that case I'll be losing a random Pokemon if I lose a battle. If I draw, nothing happens, nothing is swapped, it's just a blank slate and nothing happens whatsoever. So I'm going to get on, I think that's everything. If it's not, I'm going to put all the rules into the description anyway, so just in case I've missed anything out. And I'm going to get underway and generate the 6 Pokemon I'll be using. So fingers crossed I'll get something decent at least, and let's go. So I've got the Lapras, everything looks, there's not a single OU Pokemon in there, but which is probably quite good for a starting point. Got the Manectric. That is one thing I forgot to include, was the Mega Claws. If I get a Pokemon which can be a Mega, I'm allowed to. And yeah, that's basically it. So I can use a Mega Pokemon, but obviously you're not going to be using 2 Mega Pokemon on the team, so that's that really. So Mega Manectric is probably going to be the big threat on this team. I've also got a Mew, which is a very versatile Pokemon. Other than that, the Sceptile is the only other thing that stands out. Butterfree looks just looks like it's the sort of thing. I can't remember whether Butterfree is still like Sash Sleep Powder or whatever it does. I remember that's what it was in 4th gen, but I can't remember what it is now. It doesn't get Sticky Web, I don't think, so that's not what it's going to be. Other than that, this team looks pretty much NU, so I'm going to construct a team out of these 6, and I'll be back in a second. See you guys. And I'm back. I've kind of discovered that the team I've made is very hyper offense. My 2 walls aren't... Well, Lapras is pretty bulky, but other than that, my other wall is Mew, and then the rest of it is just offense. So I'm kind of hoping I run into some teams I can hyper offense, I guess. So I'll just go through the team quickly. I won't do a battle this episode, I'll save that for the second episode, but I will upload that one soon. Here is Nessie, the Lapras, so water absorb, so you can switch in on the water moves. The other ones aren't that useful because Shell Armor, Shell Armor is very situational, and hydration. I'm not using Raid on this, so there's no point. I've got a Freeze Dry as a mono attack, which might seem a bit weird, but because it's not a very high power, I think it's a bit weird as well, to be honest. But I'm doing it just to see how it works, because Freeze Dry is super effective on water types as well, so it can get decent damage on most things which aren't ice type, because not a lot resists ice other than water and ice and something else, I think. I'm not sure, can't remember, but that's what I'm doing because it looks like it's not resisted by much and it's pretty decent for just a mono attack. And then the rest in Sleep Talk, and then the Roar is there for just roaring stuff out that I can't hit. And yeah, and it's good for blocking setup as well. Mega Pokemon here in Manectric, so just the all-out special moves: Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Flamethrower. I would have had Hidden Power Grass, but I've got a lot of grass types anyway, so I don't need it. Ice was probably needed more because that's not powerful enough, really, to be and fast enough to be my main ice attacker. Considering there's so many things that are weak to ice, especially in OU. So that's there. This is just here as well. It's my main killer of Ferrothorns and stuff like that as well. So the Flamethrower is there, so I need to keep this alive quite a lot. It's quite a big part of my team. Farter, my physical wall. Another weird set. It's basically Toxic Stall, which is a bit samey, but I couldn't think of anything else to do for a defensive wall, and Will-O-Wisp wouldn't really fit because it's defensive. So I think I'd just go for a standish kind of thing to kind of semi-core with Lapras, so it can take the close combats and stuff like that. But even then, it's not going to be taking that many close combats, really. And I'm just going to have to hope. Soft-boiled, recovery with toxic, and a taunt. And the Psyshock is just there for hitting things which think they can resist. Take my psychics well when they actually can't. Skeptical, my Skiptile. This is a bit of a weirder set. It's not really recommended. I haven't used it before, but basically it's Unburden. It's more of a late game thing, so I'll bring it in, sub down to my Lychee Berry so I get the attack boost, and then I get the double speed. And with the 252 attack boost, I go up to 680 speed, which basically outspeeds everything. So there'll be nothing outspeeding that in the tier, and it's got the attack boost from the Lychee Berry when it subs down to it. So that hopefully will do some work. I don't know. I don't know how good my coverage is, really, to be honest. But hopefully it'll do some work, and yeah. And then we've got the Butterfree, called Butter Drill. Tinted Lens, the mono attack of Bug Buzz. So the only thing that's going to be able to take it on, really, is the Talon Flames and stuff that quad resist it. And stuff that out priority, well, stuff that has Talon Flame with the priority Baby Bird, it's going to destroy me. But it's only a filler really, to be honest. Hoping to get some stuff for sleep powder, and then quiver up. Tinted lens is good with the bug buzz though, so it's a stab and it's double damage on stuff that resists it. And then the roost is just there to recover if someone is starting to whittle me down, and it's good for stealth rocks as well, since I haven't got a spinner. And then we've got Steckle, who's got the spikes, sub, seed bomb, sucker punch. It's a bit of an odd set. I don't know what I was doing when I made this. I might edit it before I go out into battling, because it's really odd, to be honest. I mainly had the spikes there because Nessie had the raw, and hazards are pretty useful in the meta, so I thought that spikes might be a good thing to have for it, and I can have some priority with the sucker punch because I don't have any priority on anything else. So that's what that is, I guess. And then so it's just priority and seed bomb, so just 2 stabs and then sub. So you can sub up on things that are choice into water moves because of water absorb. The only thing is I might put the sword stance there, but I don't want to have too many things that set up. Or actually, I've only got one other thing to set up, which is quite unusual for OU, but oh well. This is my team, and see you next episode for what will be the first battle. Hopefully I do alright. I'm kind of worried. I'll admit that it'll go completely wrong, which probably will. It's OU. Everything's set up. This is really frail. Hyper offense with not a lot of offense, to be honest. Well, hyper offense with things that shouldn't really be doing much work in OU. I don't know. It might turn out better than I'm thinking it might, but we'll have to see. So see you next episode, guys. Goodbye. Well, yeah, goodbye.